Hey everyone, how's everyone doing? Good morning, Jody. I'm glad your package got to you without any issues. I was kind of worried about that, so just going through. This week has been a crazy week for work, so I've kind of neglected all my tanks. So I'm just gonna go through and clean tanks today. Like I said, I kind of expect this to kind of be a normal thing for me, is just kind of cleaning tanks and talking to the community. So I just wanted to come online and see if anyone was online and want to talk about fish stuff. So I think I'm getting some more tanks here this week. I think either Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday, I'm getting 11 more tanks. So um, I know I've been keep talking about getting more tanks, but like I said, I think I'm gonna get a couple used tanks here in the next couple days. So we're gonna see. I'm getting a really good deal. 11 tanks. I think it's like 720s, and the rest in 10 gallons. So for 120 bucks, they're less than $1 per gallon, which is crazy to me. So I'm actually can read chat now through my phone, which is really nice. 15 degrees. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, Jody. I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm kind of newer to YouTube, so I appreciate all the videos and everything. So yeah, it's actually snowing for once here. You know, I know David. He's up towards Erie, and they get a lot of snow compared to us because of the Erie effect. So um, he's been getting a lot compared to what I usually get. So, but I am going home this weekend. Tuesday is an optional right now. I haven't decided if I'm going to live stream or not. This morning, woke up to my girlfriend actually having a couple issues, or my fiance having a couple issues with her car. So she works really early. She works at 5 a.m. Got to be there at 5, and I get a call this morning or a message from her saying, "Message me when you wake up," and I did that, and I just found out she has a CV joint going out. So there goes my Christmas money. So I think I got a couple estimates. It's going to be around $1,500 to fix for her HRV. So then I've been needing to get tires. My tires, I don't drive my car often because I work from home, so my tires are dry rotted. The two front ones are. So I decided to get that as well. So this Christmas is going to be a very expensive Christmas. So, hey, Lori. Home for me is Beaver County. It's Beaver County in Pennsylvania, so it's right pretty close to Pittsburgh. About 45 minutes away from Pittsburgh. Um, yeah, we don't get the Erie effect as bad as most, like David and them. So this probably, I'll be honest, this probably will be a very short live. I have a lot to do before I go back to Ohio, where my family's from, or where I originally am from. So, like I said, I just want to jump on and see who's over here and kind of talk to everybody. So, I do have a couple surprises. The one is definitely the 11 tanks coming. I told my mom I'm getting 11 more tanks, and she's like, you need a bigger house. Yeah, I do. But I think I'm gonna get rid of one of these bigger tanks and make a. I know I've said this several times. Make a rock river somewhere here. So I'll make it fit. So my big my big question now is, am I going to actually make it automated or not? So yeah, it's not that far. It's not that far going home. It isn't that far. It's only like an hour and a half drive. I'm actually going home to get the tires. I don't know. My family's been in Ohio, and they know a lot of the people around there, and contractors, and mechanics and everything. So I just I hate to say it, but like the bigger city that I'm in, just really the bigger city I'm in, I'm closer to where my fiance grew up, and her family. We met at college, and I like I said, I think I just feel better about going home and getting all that done. One, it's cheaper in Ohio, and two, I just I don't have to worry. I try to take very good care of everything I own, and I'm really kind of um, you know I don't know how to explain. I'm just very cautious of everything that I do with pretty much everything regarding big financial purchases. Like cars and houses. Um, I'm just worried that someone closer by home that we've taken them to cars to for years. I just feel safer. I've had a couple contractors here come, and they tried to redo my bathroom, and it went really wrong. I almost had to bring a lawyer involved into it, and they just were slow and didn't know what they were doing. And that's the thing. I grew up in a family that my dad's a hardworking man. He does everything, pretty much everything by himself. And um, oh, there you go. Sorry about that. I didn't even realize it must have turned off. Here, let me turn that. I don't think I have anything on right now. Hmm. I'll have to keep an eye on that. No eye comfort, nothing. Hmm. Sorry about that, everyone. Let's catch up. Beaver County, 5 hours from me. Munster First Girl, where are you from? Yeah, I'm in Beaver County area. That's just the best way to describe it. My husband and I still do is pay the differences between cheap tires and good tires for our kids. Of course. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, yeah. You know, uh, I never realized as a young kid about how important small things like that is. And this is gonna sound crazy to me, or crazy to a lot of people, but that's the thing. These kids. I have a couple nephews, nieces. And these kids, they get everything they want, okay, nowadays, I feel. Most kids, I should say. And they don't need that. And the thing that I see, in my opinion, is start a school fund. Start a 401k plan or something. Start something. When I was young, I had CDs. I had a school fund from my grandma, CDs from my pap, and a school fund through my grandma. And you know, it's huge. I mean, I couldn't imagine being that much more in debt. It didn't cover everything, but it covered enough to, make me not hurt too much when going to school. And I was never a school kind of guy. You know, from my dad being hands on, that's how I kind of wanted to be until I started working with them. And yeah, right now I still would like to be more hands on, kind of like in the field type and everything. But I know long term, behind the desk is going to be way better for me. It's a shame because I've thought several things. I don't want to say I love my job. I love what I do. The issue that I'm running into with that is, I just don't. I want to be farther along than where I'm at, and I'm sure that's a lot of people in a lot of places. I think about my life a lot, like promotion wise, where I'm at. I don't know why it keeps going out. Let me just do this. Give me 1 minute, guys. I hope you guys. There we go. I'm hoping you guys can hear me. Oh, Maryland. Yeah, that's where actually my grandma and them live. So heading to Indiana. Yeah, no, I agree. You know, don't get me wrong. My sisters know, tires and things, and how to change a tire or flat, and you know, they know the basics. But I agree. I mean, it is important to know your tread depth. It's important to know basic. basic things, and for females, I don't want to say basic, but it's needed. It's needed to be taught at an early age. I remember going to school when I was in college. I had a guy, okay, and I was really close friends with him and everything. He just lived with. He only had a mom. His dad passed away when he was young and stuff, and I was pretty close to him back then. We kind of just grew apart during college. At the after college, just life became life, and he didn't even know how to change a tire, and you know I taught him. But he never really wanted to learn it. He was always like, oh, I'll just pay someone to do it. And how I grew up is, if I can do it, I'm gonna do it. I don't want to pay no one to do it. It's so much cheaper to do it and everything. So, um, just very funny because I think and I know this is a big topic kind of going on. It's been a big topic for years. But school, I mean, going to school does not teach you finances, does not teach you anything regarding really life. It teaches you basic math, basic English. Don't get me wrong, some of it can be advanced. You can go into college classes and things like that. It can be more advanced. But I mean, what does that matter if you don't know how to do, basic stuff, sewing, you know, this is gonna be crazy. Just throwing a stitch out there, that was one. I need to figure out how to fix this. Give me 1 minute. I'm having a couple issues. Let's do this. Give me 1 second, guys. I apologize. I don't know why my phone's going off like this. Just enter studio through here. I know I won't have no issues doing it this way. All right. Let me fix that. All right. And let me start my camera. There we go. Let me fix this up for you guys. I keep having phone difficulties. I'll throw it up here on my trusty stand that's gonna fall when the cat messes with it. So I probably could just turn you guys to. Let's see. Let me fix some stuff. Oops. I'm gonna get this figured out one day. There we go. There we go. Let's do that way. Let me turn it up a little bit. All right. Hey, fish family. All right. I should be good now. I need to figure out why it keeps turning my phone off. I'll have to look at that. Okay. I'm hoping. I know you guys can hear me. Let's do this as well. Which I know people don't like this that much, but I do. I'm with Jeff on this one. Alright, we should be good. Sorry that for everything. It's a shame. Every time I get on any kind of technology, it just goes away. So there he is. Bran, how you doing, man? So I got those hatchery pieces. They're in the mail. They might be out front actually. I might have to get a look. But hope you're doing well. I keep having some issues. I just switched over from my phone to my computer, so I'm gonna have to figure out something a little bit easier. My phone keeps giving me issues when I do this, so. But good, Brian. Good. You have any plans for Christmas? It's coming, man. It's like a blink of an eye. That's what I was just telling everybody. It's amazing how fast this year went and how busy this year has been. So I need to get to one of your streams. Well, this week, like I was saying to everybody, it's been very busy, and this week, my boss told me today to take PTO, or not PTO, that take the day off because I'm so over on hours. So, this week has been a crazy week. It's been a submission week for a package, and it's the package we knew had some issues, and the engineer of record was scared to sign it off until we fixed it. So I worked Thursday night. It was Wednesday night until 2 a.m. Woke up there at 6, worked till 2, and then woke up the next day. Had to wake up the next day at 6 a.m. again. So I was tired. No one's on the stage. What? It's just gonna be me right now. If you want to join, you can though. Yeah, it says I'm on stage. You don't see me, my face? Oh. Yeah, it's just me. I'm just, like I was saying, I'm gonna probably go through a couple of these every once in a while where I just kind of go live and do my chores for these fish tanks. So good news is I got 11 more coming. So not this big. I'm switching out some tanks like I was talking about, and I got 11 used tanks. I got I think it was seven or eight 20 gallons, and then the rest 10 gallons for $120. So I've got a good deal. Have to still go get them, but the guy said he'll hold them. So. Really? Can't see me at all. go on YouTube. What the heck's happening right now? No, you can't. What the heck? Huh. Add to stage. Technology. There we go. What the heck? Yeah, I apologize for beginning. I was having some issues with my phone. I guess technology in general right now. So I apologize. I think you guys can see me now. All right, thank you guys so much. I apologize. It showed me on stream yard. It showed me up and presenting and everything. So I don't know what's going on, but it's okay. Thank you for telling me that. I appreciate it. So, yeah, it's definitely been a crazy year. I was telling everybody that I woke up this morning to a message said, "Call me. There's something wrong with my car," and I'm like, "Great." And no big. Well, it's a big deal, but nothing crazy. No wrecks. Nobody hurt. So that's a good thing. Her My fiance CV joint went out, and it's just making a big clicking noise. So I have to get that fixed, and then my tires are low. I don't drive my car all the time, so I don't keep up with it. You know, it's outside because I don't really have a garage so much, and the cold weather, you know, I need to get new tires. So it's going to be an expensive Christmas for me, but it is what it is. So, but yeah. Oh, that'd be awesome. That's great. Yeah, I remember you saying that. That's awesome. I can't wait to look at it. That's what I said. I really need to kind of look more into, you know, people's videos and stuff because just like Sydney's Angels, you know, um that egg catcher you were talking about. I mean, it's right there, and I don't know. But I appreciate you telling me about it. I'm gonna try to hook it up over the holiday season. Hopefully no issues. I don't think I'll have any issues, but I tried to 3D print my own, and the first one failed. The second one somewhat failed. It worked well, but or okay, but I then had issues with it floating. It was floating in the tank, so I don't think any eggs are gonna go in there. So um, I don't know. You know, I could pretty much 3D draw anything. That's the issue. Is I just wasted all that filament, and it is what it is. I mean, you have to use special type, not really special, but different type of filament for stuff that's in sun, stuff that's in water, and that's the issue I was running into. Is I just wasted a lot of filament. Yeah, I figured. I figured just plug and play. Can't wait. Can't wait. I have some. They're called clown tetras, and they were new and rare. They're considered new and rare for Japasti, Greater Pittsburgh Aquarium Society. Either last year or this. No, it was this year. This year, I think the spring auction, and people were asking me, "Have I bred them yet?" And I'm like, "No, I suck at breeding." But I'm telling you, that's might be another fish that I'm interested in breeding. So there's a lot of people wanting that fish. So I need to find somebody that wants to clean tanks for me after this week. So I do have a question for everybody. Do you guys enjoy cleaning tanks? I mean, I do sometimes, But then I have some issues with like I said, when I work too much, I just neglect them, and definitely with like planted tanks, if you neglect them, you start getting algae. And right now, I don't have crazy algae. I thought I would have more, to be honest. So that's a good thing, but it is what it is. I just, like I said, there's 11 tanks I'm getting. I don't know. I might try to make them automated. Take the time and make them automated before I add water and everything. So I'm wondering if I should put bulkheads and drill and drill baby drill. You can call me Trump. So all right, I'm gonna call that okay. And get the stuff off. Let's check, make sure my YouTube's still good. Yeah, it looks good. No. What the heck is going on today? Okay. That's cool. I didn't know the Fish Fam link sends you like this like and subscribe. That's kind of cool. That's the first time I've seen it happen. Yeah, they do prevent it. The issue is when you do the method, the fertilized method that I do, you're supposed to do a water change at least once a week, and I kind of don't do that sometimes, and or I do it too late and causes algae issues. And the only good thing is I have and I mean it's not great. I have a UV sterilizer on this tank that is keeps it clear. That's a good thing. But like for instance, right now it definitely needs a water change. I can tell because even with the expensive UV sterilizer I have on this tank, it's kind of a green tank. So that's not good. But like I said, I think eventually what I'm going to do is make my life a lot easier with the plants and kind of downsize. And it's coming soon. I just don't know when. I don't want to do too much during the winter because I don't have much room to store these tanks. But I don't know. Like I said, I need to start doing some stuff here. That fish is floating weird. What the heck? Let's see what else people have. In the house. You need a mic, you can drop it. I appreciate everyone joining. Like I said, it's not going to be too long of a one. I have a lot of stuff to do before I have to travel for the holidays. And traveling for the holidays is going to be in a couple hours. So, got a lot to do, but wanted to jump on. I haven't done a live in a while. I think I found a slot to do lives and everything, but the issue is during this holiday season, it's just so crazy that I don't wanna hold it out. So and say that oh, I can go live, and then I'm at my parents' house that I can't really go live at. So my parents don't have great internet. They're in the suburbs or in the country, I would say, and it's I don't want to disappoint, so they might just have to wait. Yeah, I didn't even know you could do that. I'm not even gonna lie. I seen it. I just hide it. There we go. Huh. Yeah, I didn't even realize it. So she's been out of here. All right, let's do the joints a little bit. Oh, it's been up there for a little while. That's what I said. I kept having tech issues. My phone, I don't. It keeps going off and on, and I was like, I didn't know what was going on. I've never had that happen. Definitely when I'm in like YouTube or in something like that, it usually just stays on. So it's been crazy, crazy time. So everyone left me. They said this guy doesn't know what he's doing. I don't. Oh well. I don't. I'm just here for the fun. Here to see who wants to enjoy my craziness. And Brian, I think you picked it. Oh no, he left too. It's alright. Like I said, I never really expect to get too many people here. This is just a hobby thing for me. I don't, if I want to go professional and do it, and it would be totally different. But like I was telling Jeff the other day, how I'm taking this is just to hang out with the community, hang out with people that I feel kind of have the same interests than I do. Not a lot of people. I mean, there's a lot of people. Don't get me wrong, but in my daily life, I don't talk to anybody that is interested in fish and stuff, so or aquariums. So I'm interested in all kinds. I mean, even salt. I don't own any salt, but I've never done salt. So when I say I never do it, I usually want to do it. So stingrays, if I had a bigger house, I'd love to do freshwater stingrays. Just try it. I'm sure I'll kill them. But like I said, it's just about, I had that at one time, and even though it was 5 minutes, I guess that's not a good thing, but yeah, that's the thing, and that's the thing. I don't want to say I have the tech, but I wouldn't mind paying money for the tech. I have a really good laptop. That's what I'm on right now. The camera's a little iffy. It's a little older camera, but I just upgraded this laptop, and I play video games as well, which in my free time. That's another kind of hobby. That's what my issue is I don't have just one hobby. I have a fish aquarium hobby. I have a 3D printing hobby. I design. I play video games. And I know it's kind of weird being almost 30 now playing video games, but that's how I kind of communicate with some of my family and some of my friends back home. So we just play video games, and I know eventually I think I'll give it up a little bit. I mean, every once in a while I'll go a couple weeks or a month, without playing. But I know when I'm older, video games are not going to be what I'm going to be doing. It's going to be definitely aquariums. And my plan is when I get older, if I grow my community good enough now, and I don't say I want to grow it now, but my plan is to actually have somewhat of a fish shed, we'll say, not a barn, nothing like Lucas Barrett's or anything, but I mean, I deal with computers every day, and tech every day, and sometimes tech doesn't make sense. Sometimes tech doesn't make sense. So there you go. Yeah, Steven, that's the thing, man. Maybe there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, that's the thing. It's a good way. It's a good way to relieve stress, in my opinion. It's a good way to hang out with some people that you don't usually hang out with. You don't have to go nowhere. You just stay at home and chill, and you're not getting in any kind of trouble that way. So it's a very good way to kind of just relax. So yeah, I play a lot of different types of games. I play a lot of BRs, battle royales.
I don't have a computer like that, PC yet for that. My next purchase will definitely be a PC. Um, I will always, I probably will always play video games as well, to be honest. Um, my sister's playing it, which I'm the only boy in the family, so other than my dad, of course, he's there too. But he don't play nothing. He just works and works. His hobby is RC cars. So, I also have an RC car that I'm not that big into that hobby, but he's really big into it. So, but yeah, I think my next system's gonna be a pretty good PC. So I've already looked at them, and I have one around like 7 grand. I wanted. Yeah, he's reflex active. That's true. Definitely hand reflex for sure. So, all right, I think this one I'm gonna call decent. I really need to clean the substrate before I go. It is 104. Whew. Wow. Okay. Holiday season's always stressful. Definitely when you have a deadline. It's always something. It is always something. Oh, well, I feel like, and don't get me wrong, I'm very young, but I feel like just everything anymore is just a hassle. I mean, everything's so expensive. Everything's just a hassle. It's like there's always so much crap going on anymore. So here we go. A couple people coming in. Like I said, I apologize about earlier. I don't know what's going on with my phone. It's taking any not taking video well for some reason. Maybe there's an update that I don't know about. I don't know. You see one of the drivers are out of my cell phone. Bluetooth doesn't work. What the heck? My phone's dead. I just charged it at 100%. Oh, these fast chargers are not supposed to be good for your phone either. Oh well. That'll blow up next week too. So yeah, give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna turn this light off. And I'm gonna turn the other one on. I might be throwing too much CO2 into these tanks too. That's another concern that I have. Oh, what's going on? Technology. Why is my light not turn off? I'll figure it out later. All right. Oh, that one goes off. Okay. I'll get that one fixed, I guess. I don't know what's going on. Has to be something regarding myself. Oh, really? Aerospace. I have a bunch of deadlines getting moved up in case of shutdown. But yeah, trust me. um, the recent job I was on, we had a client that wanted a building built and didn't really understand what he was wanting. And I had a big issue with that, and we just got to figure it out. Yeah, they were kind of being weird. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's only a 1.2 pH drop, but my guppies are like, and I don't even have CO2 running right now. CO2's not even running, so I don't know. And they're all pregnant. All the guppies are pregnant, so they could just be dealing with the pregnancy kind of rough. So I don't know. They're not like gasping for air or anything like that right now, but I just feel like stuff. I guess not. Maybe I'm overreacting there. So I need to get this green algae away. Goodness, it's trying to overtake. I might actually have to do something with this thing. Oh god, that's what I said. I mean, and I said this in the past. Definitely with a lot of people I talk on Facebook to. I over exaggerate a lot of stuff regarding, my tanks. I want my tank spotless, and that's not going to happen. I mean, you're always going to have stuff that comes up, and I understand, I really do, but I just don't like knowing the fact that the greens aren't as green or the reds aren't as red, and there's some algae over here. I want it to be perfect, and it never will be. You just try to get to how perfect you want it to be. So that plant's doing pretty good. You buried a little bit more. I really need to add more substrate in this tank as well. That crypt is just taking over. Well, let me read the rest. Yeah, I don't know how much ppm I have. I do definitely a 1.2 pH drop. That's how I determine it. I'd have to look how much ppm that is, but I don't know. I mean, I've had discus tanks that had plants in it, highly planted. It used to be that tank at one time, so I don't know. It's like I said, I don't think my plants are doing bad. My plants are definitely growing. The pogo's a little bit funky, and I'm gonna say that's just because I use some algae fix stuff, and it sometimes give you some issues. So yeah, it's that little hair algae. It's all over substrate. I'm gonna say that I don't know exactly. I don't test my water very often, unless if I start seeing big fish death or something like that. More than one. When I see one fish die out of, there's probably 50 or 60 in that tank. Then after like 2 or 3, then I start worrying. But when I see one and stuff, and that's what I see now is one's kind of on its side, just puffing and puffing. Let me see. I could probably look and see if it's just because I don't know what it is anymore, but I just feel like fish have got really dumb. I've had so many issues with fish getting heater burnt, and that's another thing. I use heaters in all my tanks, so let me see if I can find if it's heater burnt. Because if it's heater burnt, scales are a little bit funky there. Then it might be at its age. I mean, some of these fish are. I mean, one rainbow over here is probably close to 9 years old, which is pretty insane. I've had this house for 5 years. It was probably at the apartment. I had the apartment for 2 or 3, so it's close to 8 years, I'd say. I've actually had the house Yeah, for 5 years and then a couple others. Yeah, the issue with plecos is I see, Steven, is they rip up plants, and that's the issue with plecos. I don't know. They rip up a lot of plants, in my opinion. What do you work? So you say aerospace, Steven. If you don't mind, what do you do? Like, what's your role, or what do you exactly do? I'm always interested in putting, the face to the character, and then, kind of knowing what they do, and always interested in that stuff. So that's kind of cool. Aerospace. I mean, like, you don't work on any of the planes or anything like that. I wouldn't think, but who knows? So I'm curious. This is an issue with tall tanks, even though they look really good. You get your whole sleeve wet, whole sleeve, not just a little, not just a small, the whole thing. So. Never had that. Really? Never had plecos rip up plants. I don't think they mean to. They just move, and see, that's another thing. Maybe Brand, do you keep stem plants? Because like crypts, I could see them not ripping them up as much. But oh yeah, I mean, I have them rip up the stems constantly. It's actually kind of insane how good they do at ripping up the stems. So. Steven, have you noticed that you don't get no rip ups either? Any plecos rip up your tanks or anything? Maybe it's just me. Heck, maybe they're mad at me. And no rip up. That's insane. Well, that's cool. Proposal manager. Okay. Cool, man. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Trust me, I've had instances where I've done something, or I did something, and you know it's just me. So, Steve, I think I asked this too, and Branson, I don't know if I asked you, but how many tanks do you guys keep with plants in them? I'm curious. Like, do you like? I don't. When I say plants, I mean like not like water wisteria or anything like that. I'm talking about like plants that you actually like kind of have to maintain. And don't get me wrong, like I guess water wisteria you can maintain, but stuff that you're in constantly, like you just let them grow, or I'm just curious what kind of tanks you guys keep. I know Steven, you had a pretty nice plant tank the last time I saw your video, so which wasn't too long ago. Really? What the heck? Huh. What the heck? It's just me. Well, good to know. Good to know I'm doing something wrong again. It is what it is. Should I be adding some substrate into this tank today? I don't know if I want to. That's another thing. When you talk about dirty substrate, um, how deep of a substrate do you have? Because like I look at my tanks, and this is probably 2 to 3 inches of substrate. Then you go from 3 to 1 inch or 1.5, and it just don't seem like there's enough substrate to bury roots anymore. I don't know. So, all right. I think, Brian, weren't you traveling too? I think you were traveling for work not too long ago. Heck, the company I worked for, they were trying to get people to go to India. I couldn't do it for over 6 months to a year. Could never do India. Not right now, at least. You have issues like your fiance's CD joint goes out, and you have issues with sewage back up in a year, and all kind of issues. I should have bought a nicer house. I should have bought a newer car. I just want to be in the green. It's always red, red, red. Everything anymore. Yeah, well, I can't complain. I'm pretty good off. I mean, there's definitely worse. So worse than I am. Oh, we only got a couple inches. I'm not even gonna lie. I've only looked outside for about 10 minutes today. So it's another thing. I don't get enough. I don't get enough outdoors anymore. I used to live outdoors, and now I don't even see it. So I the fish hobby so much. It's like I don't say a piece of outdoor, but you see plants, you see water, you see life. That's horrible to say. We got about, I'm gonna say about an inch, inch and a half. It's definitely about half inch solid on top, so not too much. Do you breed in those tanks too? The tanks that, like, I guess when I say breed, like, let's say rainbows. That's a good one. Rainbows. Do you breed rainbows in those tanks that you have plants in? Because I would think they would just lay their eggs all over. What are you doing? All right. What are you doing? I'm in Beaver County, Pennsylvania. So a little bit, about 30 to 45 minutes from Pittsburgh. Yeah, we didn't get much. I mean, we really didn't. I mean, I can still see some of the grass, in the area. So it's not like up in Erie what David was showing a couple weeks ago. That was crazy. And he told me that video did good. Those videos, those shorts did really good for him. So I'm glad. Who would have thought snow? I mean, I guess we really haven't had a good snow in a while. So maybe people are ready for Christmas and ready for that year. This time of the year. So. Oh, okay. That makes sense, Brian. Yeah. Brian, where are you guys? Where are you at? I'm sorry, I wasn't. You guys got 4 or 5 inches. That's nice. That's Christmas there. I'm sure some people don't like it. So I apologize. The people that don't, people that drive and work in it, apologize. But yeah, 4 or 5. That's a lot. So all right, how am I going to add some substrate? Because I'm doing it today. I'm going to do it. Going to do it. I don't know. Oh, I can do it that way. That'll make me feel better. Oh, you're in Wisconsin. Yeah, that's. You guys usually get a lot of snow. Wow. There's a concrete YouTuber that I watch. I think he's from Wisconsin. He's I love watching his stuff. That's another thing. Oh my god, it's a full bag? Oh no. There's a second. It's all. Alright, let's make a mess. We're ready. Don't do this at home. You're gonna see me screw something really bad up right now. Possibly. Oh. Oh. Oh, I did it. Look at that. Oh, that was good. Oh, heck. It's like I've done this a couple times. Usually it goes a lot worse. Usually. Huh. I'm glad that the stream's finally working, alright? That kind of started making me upset. I wanted to talk to a few people and make sure you guys know that, if you guys are all safe with, driving to Christmas wherever you guys go, if you're staying home, you guys have a great Christmas. Like I said, I know I'll have a pretty good Christmas other than the expense. This year, everything's hitting me at once, so I guess that's what saving accounts are for. Just never big enough. Yeah, I mean, these tanks, that's the thing, when we talk about tanks, these tanks are, this tank and that tank, they're 5 years old, at least. The substrate's at least 5 years old. Some maybe more because, what was I just gonna say? Because, some of them had substrate from an apartment when I in the apartment, so. That's going to help out. That will help out. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Add a little bit of fluff in there. What kind of soil do you use, Bran? I'm curious. You use aqua soil? And if you do, what kind? If you use sand? Some of my planted tanks have sand. So. My cat. Hey, I want to know if you guys have cats. Does your cats love? If you guys use sponges too, that's another thing. If you use a blue sponge, does your cat love sponges? Look, I don't know if it's a blue. I don't know if it's a color. She loves it. She rather have thousands of toys and then she carries it off. And then I think I'm just crazy and lost it or something in the tank, or she just carries it off. Give me that. Come here. Give me that. I know. What are you doing? She just takes it from me. I think I'm losing my mind. So. Oh, man. It's like having a kid somewhat. Jesus. That's the thing. When I get older and I have kids, oh, they're gonna screw with me so bad. Yeah, Wait, look. Where'd it go? Oh, it's up there. She's going for the sponge again, just so you know. I moved it this time. She's how old is she? She's probably a year old now. She's a thick year older. We found her outside in at my mom's house in Ohio, and she was 6 months at the time, and my mom was gonna keep her, but they have a bird, and they were afraid the bird was a smaller bird, and they were afraid that the cat was going to jump up and mess with the bird. So I decided to take her in, and her name's Luna for being a lunatic. Right, Luna? Yeah. So she's crazy. And I got a little bit older cat. Her real name's Hope. Or Mama, because she runs the house. She's like the gangster of the house. When we first got Luna, Mama did not like Luna. She still don't really like Luna, but she used to gang up on Luna, and I had to keep Luna in my office the whole day, which there's water, food, and everything there. But yep. Sometimes she drives me nuts. Both of them, I should say. Luna's worse because she's so young. She just wants to play. But that's another thing, when you get into the tank hobby with, being in aquariums, and, I say it all the time, you always wonder, should I get another tank? Well, I was down that route about a month ago, so instead of one, I just got 11 coming. Thank goodness. They're smaller. I'm thinking about maybe doing an automatic water change, though. Help me out. I don't know. I'm really, I don't say I'm afraid to drill the tanks. I don't know. The big issue is how this house is laid out. And what are you eating? And I just don't really have a good way to dump water. So yeah, Steven, I would love to, see what like rate my tank, and not really rate, but like what you would do different and stuff, and do like a series out of it. That'd be cool. Just throwing out options, nothing. I've always thought about it. Kind of, I know Father Fish, he does, show off or show me your tank or whatever it is. Similar, but what you would recommend, what you would do different, and you kind of hear people out and stuff, and it could be fish, it could be anything. I mean, plants, plant tank, similar, very similar, I guess, but it's not like, oh wow, that tank's gorgeous, but you give actual feedback instead of, that tank's, nice. So I don't know. Just an option, I guess, to throw out. I don't know how big of a YouTuber you are, though, Steven, either. I know you have a good following, but okay. Those tanks are alright. What the heck, making a mess. The cat loves eating plants too. That's another great thing. it's kind of like the Paul Walker thing for me. You know, if I forget exactly what the quote says, but if I'm having fun doing it, at least, if I don't make it big, at least I'm having fun doing it. It's just how I see everything anymore. I wish I could do this full time. Aquariums. That's kind of crazy. And the issue is I won't get paid really what I need, in my opinion, to live. So I have expensive lifestyle, in my opinion, for really what I should. So I like going to fancy restaurants and fancy things. Oh, okay. No, that makes sense, Steven. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess, like, kind of like the show and tell thing, if they kind of like call the fish, if he does how he does the show and tell thing, I was just thinking, like, you know, pretty much similar, but critiquing. That's it. So, I'm going to do a advertisement. I want to get sponsored, so I'm just kidding. Landon Aqua Soil. Pretty good soil. Not too bad. Landon, if you're seeing this, sponsor me. That's another thing. Sponsor me. So I get free stuff. Yeah, right. I don't know. There's people out there that's sponsored. I mean, that aren't huge creators. I know that. So. Yeah, I was asked. I was asked in Jatassi because I guess I'm like the fish or the plant nerd there, which I didn't even really notice. But I guess I'm the plant nerd there, and they kind of pertain to me of your plants and you know this, which I really don't. I mean, I know how to keep plants. If that's a question, kind of, but it's They were asking me if I was sponsored. This is when I first joined, sponsored by like Tropica, and I was kind of laughing, like not meaning to, but like laughing at their face, like I'm a nobody. I mean, I just do it for fun, which, like I said, I wouldn't mind being kind of, into it more, but I just don't, I know this, I won't get paid enough unless I'm like aquarium co-op size or something like that and start my own designs and business and everything. So it is what it is. I'm still here. Oh, okay. Yeah, videos are, I was going to start creating my own. And the first one I did, I was like, yep, I'm not doing this no more. So, people that create videos, I give you guys props, and I'm curious how well they, like, the videos do, how well they do compared to, like, lives and stuff. Because, like, in my opinion, I feel like people want to talk to you directly right away. We're not in a world that just is satisfied with listening. I mean, I guess we are satisfied with listening, but I feel like you want your answers now. You want your answers now. So if you have a question, you want it now. And you don't want to wait for it. So that's kind of what my basis is off of. Is I'd like to do more lives just because of that. One, they're easier on me, and two, I just think people want them now. I mean, they don't want to wait. So, just like getting a Happy Meal, you don't want to wait 35 minutes for a Happy Meal when you can get it at 10. So, unless it's way better food. So, like I said, I'm never planning on making it big or anything like that. So, I'll do what I feel like, and if I get 0 views, that's it. I can ramble to myself. So, which don't get me wrong, I appreciate people here. I mean, it keeps it very entertaining. So, but oh man, all right, maybe I'll do that tank next. Okay, yeah, you look at the rest of this. So, yeah, and that's the thing, Grant. I mean, that's kind of how I feel now, and it's not like I do them full time, but it's like I don't really have time to enjoy them anymore, and I don't know why. I mean, I don't know if it's because I work more now, or which I'm gonna say it is a little bit of that. If I work more now, if it's the amount of tanks I have, um, I had like 5 or 6 tanks at the apartment. And I really enjoyed that. I mean, I could keep up with them. I didn't have to worry about them. You know, I mean, I worried about them, but nothing like I do now. So I always thought about downsizing, but I won't be able to do everything I want to do. So, um, I don't know. I think I will always enjoy this hobby, but Corey from Corner Co-op. That's one thing he mentioned is you got a business side and you got a enjoyment side, and when you deal with your business side so much in that hobby, that your enjoyment side goes away a little bit, and that's kind of I was selling a lot of plants. I mean, a lot, hundreds of dollars a week, hundreds of dollars. I mean, the beginning of this year, and I started just selling too much. And I ran out of everything, and I enjoyed that though. I did. I enjoyed the business side of it, but I never really enjoyed the nature, the plants, the like I do now. Which now I just don't feel like I ever have time. So just laziness. Yeah, my edited videos probably scared people away. Yeah, okay, that's good to know. Hey, Christine, how you doing? Thanks for joining. Really? Yeah. I don't know, and that's the thing. Like when you have a tanks, okay, and when I think about this, when you have a lot of tanks, you're going to be overwhelmed in them, and that's one thing. Like I said, I refer a lot back to Eric Balderock, and Eric, that's what he does full time. He lives, breathes, does it 24/7, and I never realized how many hours are in a day, and how many hours I actually deal, or do at work. And I used to be really good with it back in high school, but there's no responsibilities really back then. I mean, yeah, go to practice. Yeah, if I needed something, my parents would help a lot. And don't get me wrong, I worked and things like that, but not to the extent I do now, of course. So. Yeah, I guess my thing is, this is where I'm really worried about is I'm getting these 11 tanks to start breeding more. But, everything takes time, and do I have enough time to do it? So, yeah, Christine, yeah, for sure. Um, I definitely can do a package. The only thing that I'm going to say is I'm not shipping any packages out until probably after New Year's. Just because of the chaotic Christmas and New Year kind of shipping issues. Kind of same thing what I know Dan's doing with Dan's Fish. They're just waiting. So I'm gonna put that in perspective too. I had a package for Jody, which went amazing, I guess. So that was good. Like I said, I've shipped all the time and throughout the whole year, but now it's more pressure because if anything happens, you have YouTube to get thrown back onto. I had on Facebook. That was my big concern on Facebook. They're gonna call you out if you have dead plants. They're gonna say, "Hey, they arrived dead." Even if you give them a full refund, you have some people that's just not satisfied. So yeah, I mean, I can definitely set something up. I would definitely recommend let's send me an email, and so I can kind of like reserve your plants. But like I said, I'm not really selling right now, unless you're like close or something like that, or your temperature is different. So, if you could send me an email here, I'll post my email real quick for you. Or like I said, we have a Facebook. So if you want to message me on there too, that's fine. It's same name, same everything. And it's probably even linked. That's my email for everybody if you guys are interested. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Like I said, I don't mind. Just message me on there, and we can set something up. So, but like I said, even the giveaway that I forget the lady that won. The giveaway, I'm gonna hold off. I actually probably should message her. I told her that I'm gonna hold off, but I think I'm gonna wait until after Christmas. I'm just worried that it's gonna get stuck in Egypt or who knows, and you'll never see it again. So, Dan's Aquatic or Dan's Fish, he has a great rating, and when you have a great rating, you kind of go after that. So, just like he said, he had some issues recently, and people that people should follow whatever people are succeeding, people should follow behind. So that's just my opinion. So, and like I said, it's mainly stems. I'm growing out some different types of plants recently, but nothing to sell recently. Like I have a pink flamingo right now, crypt. I have another rare crypt. I forget the exact name. I have it written down. I have a plant list, so I got a few different things that's kind of cool. So, yeah, thank you so much. Like I said, anything helps, and even a $10 plant package, which usually shipping I've kind of got a couple of issues recently with shipping. I use Pirate Ship, and they've been like overcharging my accounts sometimes, so I don't know what's going on with that either. I reached out, and I have an email chain with them right now, so going. But I appreciate any support. I mean, I used to sell constantly, and I kind of stepped away from that. So, all right, I think I'm gonna do that tank now. All right, so I want to know what's everyone waiting for like Christmas? What food wise are you wanting ham? Or you guys eat turkey, chicken? What else is there? Is there traditions out there? I'm curious of. All right, I'm gonna move you guys around. Here's my little tank that had the bad green algae that I fixed recently. Thank goodness. I might be getting into the quarry tank. A couple quarry tanks. Okay, let's turn these tanks off. Okay, yeah, yeah. Just let me know. Substrate's a big deal too with plants. Definitely the ones I keep. So, um, well, most of the ones I keep. I do have like Anubias and stuff like that, but I don't really sell a lot of Anubias. There we go. Got it figured out. Only took me a few. Always say third time's a charm. So, all right, let's see if I can rotate without any issues or crashes. Bam. Point down. Black sand. Okay, black diamond. Okay, you're using that. I forget what they call. I call it brazen sand. But yeah, I got some plants that definitely will go into that. So, is it bigger tanks or smaller? Yeah, you can still see the green algae. Oh, not bad. Not even close. I did this tank like 5 a.m. Still some algae. A lot of algae on that. Look at all that. Jesus. If anyone's local too and looking for somewhat show tanks, let me know. I mean, because I wouldn't mind a few things. I wouldn't mind escaping their tanks for them. Um, one and then two, I wouldn't mind. I have two tanks or two stands that I'm getting rid of. One is going to be a tank in the stand in the cabinet, and well, yeah, one is, and then this one here is going to be. I mean, I'd sell it as a whole too, to be honest. I'd sell it a whole tank, but it has a cabinet as well on top. So um, I'm looking to not downsize, but change tanks around. So stands. That's probably the best thing. I'm going to start going into more of a rack situation, so I can get more tanks in here. So, my fiance loves it, which I don't know if she's home yet or not, but she's doubting. She's like, "You don't need no more tanks." Well, I know. I need more time. It's not nothing regarding the tanks. I just need more time. But I said I give it props to people that um, have kids and stuff and has over 15 tanks. They're really the MVPs. That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, 75 gallon. You can definitely go a little bit bigger species too. That's it depends of how you have it set up, but I'll take a look at that bid. Uh, that's fine. And if you got my messenger, if you don't mind, can you just make sure you send me a message and I'll get with you. Like I said, I'll get with you right away. But I just want to make sure I get you the right plants. That's kind of that's how I base my whole, I don't want to say company or business, or that's how I've always done it. I've always wanted to make sure people succeed with the plants too. And for instance, there've been people that bought plants and they're like, oh, I don't know why I died. Well, some of these plants you just can't keep. You actually have to um, have CO2 dirty tank. Highlighting. So a lot of newer people just don't know that, and they go to these stores and like a Petco or PetSmart or family owned, and some of the family owners don't even tell you that. So I'll make sure it lives in your tank, unless if you have just a really high temperature, which I still have some high temp plants, or you have a lot of minerals too that could cause some issues. So I think I got more babies. I did. Get what these are. These are your live bears from I have the tags here somewhere. Rare library. Yeah, I have a lot more babies than last time. I have two main males right now, and three females. Main females. That one's almost ready. I have 20 babies right here. It's good. I'm breeding something. I told you guys. I'm gonna start breeding. I don't do anything with these. That's why they're breeding. Lazy 101. That's what my channel should be named. I just need to start doing live bears. You know, this is gonna sound awful, but I've had the most issue with live bears. You know, the guppies and stuff like that. I don't know why. I mean, I bred, and don't like I said, I don't breed a lot of fish, but I bred, I bred Corydoras, I bred rainbows, I bred. That's my main things I bred. Angelfish I've done before. Discus I've done before. But guppies are an issue for me. You know, it's not the issue that they don't breed. It's the issue that they breed and the parents die, both the mom and dad. So I don't know what's going on there. So, all right, Christine, I just saw your friend request. Thank you. Oh, okay. Let's look. Yeah, hard water. That's a thing. And let me know your opinion on my approach because I'm really curious. You know, like I said, if I can better myself, I would love to. So hard water is a big issue. I would recommend like an Anubia species for sure. And I mean, there's like water wisteria, which I would probably recommend that as well. You know, it'd be like water wisteria, Lagandria. I'm looking what I have. Taiwan lily may work. The Hygrophila would work. Dagger, I would think. Like I said, I'm just giving you my opinion, my professional opinion. I mean, that's pretty much it. It's going to be more heavy-duty plants. Let's see. I'm looking at my other tanks, what I have right now. Pogo may work. Yeah, I mean, those are the type of plants I'd probably recommend. I can go back over them since I kind of Stargrass may work. All right, I'll go back over them real quick. So I probably. Okay. Yeah, that's good to know. Yeah, that is good to know. Hard water is a big deal. Perfect. Good. I aced that one. Yeah, I mean, you're not going to get like beautiful, great plants. Some crypts, I have a Spiralist Tiger or something like that it's called. That crypt will probably work pretty good. It's a bigger type. Color-wise, you know, well, the Lagandria might work. I said that they should work, and they have some pink and some white and green. They're cool looking, which I'm planning on. I want to sell some because I'm overran with them right now. But yeah, I mean, your Rotulas aren't going or will not work in my opinion. Your Ludwigias, I'm just throwing general names, probably won't work. Bacopas won't work. I think it's called Altharina, won't work probably. So yeah, light's a big deal too, for sure. The big thing, and like I said, plants have to have light, but some plants can do well and some plants can't without. I don't want to say do well. I always say this. You have to run, in my opinion, every plant needs CO2 first. Substrate, lighting. You know, what you don't give them is going to cause them to not thrive as they should. So, Yeah, yep. Bacopa works in hard water. Well, yeah, well, that is a good, that's a good reason. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Like Carolina probably would work. Bacopa, Carolina, Bacopa, Colorado probably would work. But like, I'm thinking, I guess like smaller species, like the marble I have species, the purple, the Bacopa purple I have. Let me look at if I know I have more. Or I think I have more. I think they're all Rotellos. Yeah, those are two that I wouldn't recommend. Yeah, Carolina and Colorado would probably work pretty well in. I think there's a Bacopas. Yeah, they're Bacopas. A big leaf Bacopa would probably work. Yeah, let me know. I would love to know if you could do Bacopa purple. In my opinion, I'm gonna say, do you run CO2, Branson? CO2 or ferts in in that tank that you're planning on putting them? Bacopa it depends on the species, in my opinion. Man, that really needs cleaned. That's bad. And I'm glad that I did well on that because under pressure, you never know. But yeah, I mean, the best thing for hard water, in my opinion, is definitely Anubias. But I'm just looking around what I sell or what I have here, and it's more stem plant. I don't know. Uh oh, CO2 kicked on. Yeah, I'm gonna say, in my opinion, you're gonna need CO2 for that plant. But I don't know because I'm gonna be honest with you. This tank does not put too much CO2. It definitely has CO2. It's probably a zero point 0.8 pH drop, and that one's a 1.2, and it's doing worse than a 1.2 to the zero point 0.8. So it grows taller and more healthier in the zero point 0.8. So um, yeah, wow, okay. Resource. Yeah, okay. No, that Steven, that's the stuff that I understand. It's all about balance, in my opinion, with planted tanks, and that's where a lot of people have issues when you have that CO2 surge. If your CO2 regulator ain't right, it has that surge and could cause a lot of issues. So that is awesome. More to photosynthesis. Okay, that is so cool. So let me ask Stephen, because you're making a great point there. In my opinion, you're making a wonderful point. So I guess my question to you here is, with highlight, so they have these terms, okay? Uh, I have a high light CO2 planet aquarium, or hard planet aquarium, there's low light, medium light, high light. So I guess my question is to you is the highlight, you know, if you're on higher light, in my opinion, you probably need that higher CO2 and the higher ferts, but you have to make sure it's all balanced because if it's not all balanced, that's when you start getting green algae, you start getting green water, you start getting just crazy stuff, and they don't focus, they just don't do well. So I guess my question to you is, I want to make sure I understand that. So, if you have high light, everything has to be high. If you have at one time at a point you have really high lighting, you have to have high CO2 and high ferts for it to actually photosize correctly. Is that right? That's pretty cool. Yeah, if you don't have high everything, then you start getting into, in my opinion, more algae issues or more, more. It just doesn't stay consistent. That's the biggest thing is consistency, in my opinion. But I'm curious what you say there. I might butcher this. This light right here that I'm using for this tank is just a Fluval, old Fluval 3.0, I think it is. And I got a lot. My main tanks are Chihiros. I think I might butcher that, but um, they're pretty good, top of the line in my opinion, lights. So come on, get out of there. Yeah, that's why like when you and Kelly Foreman, when you guys have those lives, you guys bring up a lot of great points. So a lot of great points. I feel like, and I could be wrong about this. I feel like someone told me that is it biologist or horticulture? Is Kelly Foreman a horticulture or biologist or something? I don't remember. Yeah, she seems like a wealth of knowledge. She is just as you are though, Steven. Your wealth of knowledge as well. Everyone is in this hobby. Yeah. 12 hours. Wow. And you blast light for 12 hours. You don't get no algae. I think mine right now is only 6 hours, 7 hours. 12 hours, that's a lot. I did definitely have, at one time I was doing like 10. I was doing 12 hours at one time, but I was getting issues. I was getting a lot of algae issues. And like I said, I need to start kind of going more into fixing instead of doing EI method, I need to fix the correct version. Like, figure out exactly what my plants need. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Wow. 12 hours. Is it overhead lighting or is it actual tank lighting? I'm curious, what kind of tank lighting? Brand, that's amazing. 12 hours is a lot. Yeah, no, Steve, that makes sense. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, I thought she was a biologist or yeah. Wow. What kind of lights, Brand? I'm curious. That's 12 hours though. And maybe it's just me. Steven, how long do you keep your lights on for? Your Planet Aquarium lights, or any? I'm curious of what you guys keep them on for. That's a long time, 12 hours. I think this gives you 120 watts. The Chiros gives 120 watts for 12 hours. That's a lot. Really? So you're using different colors? That is insane. Maybe could it be because you have such a high GH? Hmm. I would always think you would have an issue with that. And here again, if you guys are local, this is definitely this stand and stuff is definitely a stand that I want to sell. So stand and cabinet. So the tank is optional, I guess. Holy cow, 15 hours? I'm not doing long enough then. 6 to 8 hours at peak. Okay. Yeah, let me look at mine. Since you guys are saying now I'm curious. I don't want to lie to you guys. Let's look. Yeah, like for new people, I'd only recommend a max of 8 hours. So it's like maybe I'm wrong on that, you know? Let's look. Okay. But so I have my stuff's on 6 hours max right now. Max intensity. It's 8 hours total. It has an hour ramp up, an hour ramp down. So it's on 6 hours. That's crazy. And I have algae. I mean, not crazy algae, but more algae than I would like. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. Hmm. Water change. Let me ask you this: water change wise, what do you guys do? I mean, so that's another thing. I know, Steven, I think you mentioned Easy Green. Use Easy Green. So that's kind of a that's definitely a fertilizer, but so you're putting probably just the right amount or close to the right amount of fertilizer. Well, what do you do water change wise? Both Brandon and Steven, I'm curious. I don't know why these keep going to turn off. There we go. 65, 75. There we go. All right. I'm going to move you guys, I think, here in a minute. I think I'm going to be doing. That tank looks good. I think I'm going to be doing the other tanks next door. Let me see how much time I have before I have to leave today. What time is it? 2:10 here. Being at 6. Okay. I might have like 30 minutes. Okay, weekly. Oh, cool. Once a month. Okay, wow. You can dial it in lighting all sorts of ways. Keep the plants growing and the algae doesn't get too cheap. Yeah, that's not the issue isn't the plants in my opinion. It's all the substrate that just stays there, and it's probably because I don't do water changes correctly. I should probably do the substrate and everything. And sometimes I just take the water in and pull it out, or put it in and take it out. Even though my tanks probably wouldn't need it, I like changing water for the plant's sake. Yeah. All right. Well, that's good to know. I mean, that's kind of what I figured you guys were going to tell me. Brand, you kind of surprised me on that though. So, all right, let me turn these on. I'll bring you over here. These shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, these I actually just did not too long ago. I don't think I'm going to do these actually. Let's do this though. This is what I'm going to do. I kind of walk you guys around the fish I have right now. Not for sale, just walk you around. I think I might have done this on one of the lives before, but I'll walk you around. I don't think I'm going to do too much more. I might do some water change on these small pods over here, but the 20s don't need it. The 29, I did decently. It's not great, but it's okay for right now. There's definitely some algae. Maybe. Come on. There it is. There it is. I'll walk you through this. 50%. Yeah, I do like a 40 or 50. So let me do this. I'm going to bring you with me. I'll get on string or send you around with me. Let me look through some fish. Maybe. Yeah.
All right. All right. Let's look through some of these. Some rainbows. These are the issue I'm having. There's your gold lasers. They're not breeding though. I don't think I have a female. I think there's like 10 in here. Ooh. Leaf litter. This one's kind of dirty. There's 2 different rainbow species in here. They're all small and just growing up. This one didn't clean the glass. Okay. And then here's my favorite fish. These are your fireball quarries. These are kind of what my eyes are on with breeding. And then that is, sorry, I was reading chat. The Cali Tawas. They're not doing very well. I switched the male since he was prettier, and it looks like 2 different fish. You know, I got 2 different breeders, and the one fish is a lot smaller than this male, which the males look great. I don't know. When I say they swim, the corridors, they swim. They constantly. Ooh, look at it. I want him to slow down. I have 2 tanks of them. There's another tank down here with, I think, 5. Yeah, there's one. I really need to look through these. This one. Let's get in here quick. Hopefully no issues. Oh, there's one. Yeah, I think I counted them all. Okay. No eggs yet. I had one that was fungus and a piece of loose wood. This is my main fish that I'm breeding right here, these corridors. Or I'm trying to. And then there's not much over here. Here's your clown rasboras. Or not clown tetras. Some guppies, babies, and then some baby rainbows. So. got these fireballs from Eric Barterock, and he said they're close to breeding size, and that was about 2 or 3 months ago. I know when he had them, they were about 1.5 inches. Right now, they're about 1 inch. He said they could possibly start breeding. I'm just hoping I have a male and a female. And then I got 4 or 5 others. I think it's 5 from another breeder. And they're about the same size, maybe a little bit smaller. That red back. This video doesn't show any of it. Not much. Trying to show off. Wow, beautiful. Now I still have some more rainbows down here. I have them all figured out, marked out. That's bad. All right. Well, I don't have too much going on now. I don't know if anyone has any questions or anything. When you approach 72, with the exception of my episode 75, yeah, I'm running. So my hot water tank is running 80 degrees right now. That's not really hot water. I know this can go up to like 85 or 88. Or even higher, depending on the conditions. So, I'm running 80 degrees on some of these plants and no issues at all. And my main tank is, let me see, I think it's 72s. I run at 72 for my main tank. So, that one's 74. So 72 and 74 is my main tank. So, I don't really notice too much differences in the temperature. I know when you start going above 80, in my opinion, you can start having issues. And it's off again, is it? What the heck? It is. Sorry. It's showing me up. I don't know what's going on. Here, let me stop mic again. Or stop cam. See if that works. Dang it. I don't know what's going on with that. Look. That's a stage.
There we go. I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah, 72, 74, 80. I've been up to like 82, and no issues. I'm sure you can keep it higher. Some plants, like Anubias, I'd recommend, but yeah, I mean that's pretty much all I have for today. If there's no question or no anything, so um, I appreciate everybody joining. Hope everyone has a great Christmas, and hope I see you guys before New Year's. So I know Christmas I'll probably, like I said, I'm going back home. So um, I just, like I said, I want to make sure you guys have a safe if you're traveling. Just make sure you're driving safe, and hopefully you guys are all careful at this time of year. It can be crazy. So hope you guys all have a great Christmas. See you next time. Thanks, guys.